Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to Alchemy with Grace. And today we're starting on a old topic but new topic. So, money, magic, and miracles. Many of you have told me about your challenges with money, uh, especially after I done the last series on energetic support for chronic illnesses. I realized that a lot of people who are in that situation are also dealing with finances because when you're chronically ill, it's hard to work, it's hard to have employment, it's hard to get the kind of help you need. It's yeah. So there's so many things involved when it comes to money, but money is a multi-layer, multi-dimensional pattern that can be shifted. And I think that we're going to do 5 Facebook Lives. So I'm going to do this in 5 parts so that we can really have the opportunity to cover this issue on every angle. All right, so let's begin today just by tuning into the energy of all of you. And I'm just going to clear anything and everything around us that could possibly interfere with our work today. Oh, any gnarly energy around us, we're going to release all that to the light now. Anything that doesn't belong in this energy field, release all that to the light. Oh, anything that can possibly sabotage what you're receiving from this, let's release all that to the light. Oh, wow. And so let's expand our energy here. And I'm going to ask that our guides and angels protect each and every one of us. Yeah. And now we can just be in vibrational resonance with the energy in the space of miracles. So take a moment and take gentle breaths and allow this, and allow your body and your being to fully be in this space, in this field of miracles, whatever that may mean, whatever that word may mean to you. Oh. And let's give thanks to all the miracles and to all the abundance that's already showing up for all of us. Like for me, I'm grateful that you're all here. Your support is a loving, wonderful source of abundance for me. And I'm grateful for internet. There was a time when I just have so much trouble with internet connection. So I'm grateful that we can have this internet connection that allows us to have this energetic connection as well. So I'm grateful for the abundance of support. I'm grateful for the miracle of just being able to connect with all of you energetically. And I think that is such a miracle that you're able to see, receive, and perceive all that and so much more, and to able to receive this energetic healing. That in itself is a miracle. Distant healing is a miracle, even though I know many of you have been a part of this journey for quite a while, and you're so used to being able to feel the energy, being able to yawn, being able to feel your body shifting, being able to feel changes in your own lives in a very real way. And sometimes the changes are not tangible changes. It's like you're not you may not be getting a BMW or a Cadillac in your driveway yet, but you feel the sense of hope. that the changes that are meaningful to you are happening. Like you're feeling more confident, you're feeling that what you consider a chronic issue, there's going to be a way through it so that it's no longer a chronic issue. That kind of shift, that's a miracle. And the Course in Miracles says a miracle is a change in perception. And there are changes in perception that really are totally meaningful and significant, like being able to see and perceive that what you're dealing with is changeable and that you have the power to change it, and that what used to be considered unchangeable by science, you can now easily change. That's a big shift. And all the labels, all the diagnoses we bought into, if you feel you can shift them all, that's a huge sense of empowerment. That kind of an intangible gain in perspective and in real emotional healing, the gaining of hope, having hope. Those are very real and very wonderful. So take a moment and think about some of the intangible gains all this work has created for you. And acknowledge the amazing power and potency of you to be creating or to be co-creating all this together, because there's power and potency in you for you to be so connected that you're able to co-create in this field of miracles. Yeah, that's a big, 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 big thing, isn't it? All right. So now I'm going to tune into you. Well, I'm really tuning to you. And I decided last night the message I'm getting was, because so many of these issues seem to be so different, but they're not. So, whatever you consider your biggest money challenge, scarcity challenge, however you look at it, the bottom line is your bank account isn't showing up the way you like it to. However you define wealth, however you define poverty, scarcity, limitations, this whole money thing is, the bottom line is you want to see something different in your bank account. You want the numbers to be different and stay different and stay abundant and stay in the space of surplus. So whatever that number is, whether it's in the red or in the black, let's bring in that number. And I'm just going to play with it. Tripling. So what would it take, whatever the number is right now, that it triples? And if it's a negative number, if it's in the red, see that number in the positive, right? So let's do that part first, because we don't want to be tripling a negative number. We want to triple the positive numbers. So if you're in the red, let's bring that in and bring it into the positive. So say you have $35,000 in consumer credit card payments. Let's just bring it in. And pay off all credit card balances now. If you have student loans, thank God for Elizabeth Warren, right? But we're gonna just tune into that and pay that off as well. So all credit card balances paid off. Regardless of all the mental, emotional, spiritual, past life issues, whatever the reasons are, it's just a number. We're paying it off. Yeah, let's pay all that off. And for whatever reason, I can't see your comments today. That's so bizarre, but that's okay. So just so you know, I can't see your comments today, but I know that you are all actively commenting. So I don't know what's with the I don't know what that is about, but that's okay. So maybe the universe doesn't want me to get distracted and that I just stay in this energy of doing what I'm called to do. So the first part of all this is loans payoff, secure loans, insecure loans, credit card balances, student loans, car payments, mortgages. Just see what it feels like to have all that payoff. Yeah. Yeah, let's get some more of that payoff. Payoff, payoff, payoff. Paying off loans, paying off credit card balances. Yeah, we are really bringing all this to a zero. For everyone. Oh, oh. So yeah, so let's just play with numbers like they are just numbers, and that the universe totally has the resources to zero out all that. So paying off whatever it is that you owe money on. So let's see how that's feeling. Oh. Oh. And as we are zeroing out all the credit card balances, all the loan payments, all the emotional strife, all the hidden problems that created that get released too. And sometimes I'm fine. It's not helpful to mention every single issue because we cannot know every single issue, every single belief that created that. So, yeah. Yeah, and I get that that would actually be a distraction from putting in energy that can really pay off all balances. So, and I know if you gain nothing else other than to have all that pay off, would that not be an awesome thing for you? Yeah. So still, let's see, credit card balances, insecure loans. And I don't want any of you to be putting in what you owe or anything like that, or that personal financial situation. Please do not be putting it on the comment section or anything like that, because we don't want to be sending energy to what you owe, right? We just want to send energy to paying it all off. I paid it all off. Oh my God. Oh. And if all you got out of this work is to have all your debt repay, have all your credit card balances be zero, wouldn't that be a spectacular achievement? Yeah. Yeah. So let's increase the energy of receiving. So whatever the reasons are that compromise receiving, we're going to release all those now. Oh, oh yeah, all the hidden loyalties to family, hidden loyalties to struggle. So the energy of struggle, that is so multi-layered, right? It's not only financial. The energy of struggle can be so pervasive. It's like you have health issues, you have relationship issues, you have family issues, you have work dynamic issues. So everything having to do with the energy of struggle, however it shows up in your life. And all the subconscious hidden patterns that hold this energy in place, we're going to disentangle from that now. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. And any and all hidden factors contributing to the energy of struggle. Oh, oh. And it doesn't matter how you define struggle, whether it's big or small, and struggle is struggle. Oh. So all the survival programs that created all these struggles, and survival programs are usually passed on to us from our DNA. So I'm going to connect with that. Okay. And let's dissolve all those programs in our DNA. Oh. Whatever thoughts, whatever conditions kind of just map our experience to that space of struggle, we're going to release that mapping, which is like neural wiring, however you map that experience in your being. We're going to release all that so that you no longer recreate that for yourself. So everything we learn in our families about that. All the reference points you have for creating that struggle, that survivalist response. Really hard now. And here's the thing, who would you disappoint? How many people would you disappoint if you suddenly become as wealthy as you can be? If you suddenly come up on Donald Trump's money. Will you be able to handle that? I mean, if you're suddenly a multi-millionaire. So everything that keeps us from being able to embody the energy of multimillionaires, doesn't matter whether you're going to be self-made, or what's going to just come to you through the lottery, or it's just going to come to you some other way. However it's going to come to you, what would it take to really receive that energy of multimillionaire energy? And it's completely normal for our minds to go into, how am I going to make it happen? What am I going to do? What will people think of me? How many charities can I support? Blah, blah, blah. So if you're thinking about how many charities will you be able to support, is that from abundance? Or is that from duty? Or is that from a space of joy? The obligation to support others, is that from a space of joy? So if you're going to think, if I get $50 million, I'm going to have to pay for the college education of so many people, this, and that. If you go into that kind of a thinking, well, how many family members and extended family members you have to support, all that sort of thinking, that if you have money, then there's the obligation to take care of a bunch of people, even people you don't like, and that just complicates the issue of having, right? So when we complicate the issue of having and make having more money a burden instead of a source of joy, then subconsciously you're always going to find a way to lose that money so that you don't have to deal with the problems you think having a lot of money will create. So let's lose some of those problems. All the obligations. All the people you feel like you must support. And just about everybody who has ever dealt with money issues has gone through this exercise. Who do I need to be in order to be making an X amount? Who do I need to be a millionaire? Who do I need to be making 50 million a year, or a million a year, or even 500,000 a year? 500,000 a year is not a bad amount, but we all go through this exercise. asking who we need to be, as if who we are in the moment is so separate from having that. That actually creates more problems subconsciously. If you think who you are today just can't be the millionaire, that you have to be something else, someone else to be the millionaire, that separation makes having money something not congruent with who you are. And I think that's one of those coaching, teaching tools that somehow inadvertently create more of a problem than not. So, whatever you learn about money and wealth and abundance building and prosperity building, that actually contradicts the reality of being wealthy. Let's release all those contradictory informations, conflicting informations, all the internal conflicts we have about having more. Let's release all that. Like I used to think, oh, well, I either have to be a drug dealer or self-made or New York Times bestseller to be a millionaire, like a drug dealer or New York Times bestseller. Like, hello. That sure is one way to make money, narrow money into coming to me in only two ways: becoming a drug dealer or a New York Times bestseller. That's like, that is telling the universe these are the only two ways money can show up in my life for me to be a millionaire. Like, hello. And I wonder what that is for you. And some of this is actually subconscious, right? Because I don't know where I get the idea that if someone's really, really wealthy, they must be a drug dealer. And so I wonder, we don't always consciously know where we have those conclusions about money, right? It could just be I watch too much TV. No, I don't watch too much TV, but I don't know where that comes from. But anyway, for you, whatever that drug dealer or the New York Times bestseller is, and for you, whatever that may be, let's release all that. Because that's saying I can't see myself just the way I am as a millionaire. And for some people, you may have a wealthy aunt or wealthy uncle who doesn't care about any of you. And so in your mind, you're thinking, okay, so to be a wealthy millionaire person, I need to be this person who doesn't give a fuck about anyone and who is selfish, who is this, who is that. Whomever that first millionaire is that you met in your life that conditioned you to see millionaire a certain way that you don't like. Because if you like it, you would have it. But you don't like what you saw about money, about wealth, about all that. So let's release all that now. Oh, oh. Okay. So everything that keeps you from seeing you right now as someone who can have abundance, an abundance of money as well as an abundance of joy, an abundance of loving relationships, an abundance of supportive people around you, an abundance of creativity that works for you, an abundance of all good things, right? Bring that in for you. Oh. And everywhere we associate having money with doing something illegal or with creating even more problems in your life for whatever reason, let's release all that now. And it doesn't matter where we bought that from, who we bought that from. We can just release all that. Uh, oh, oh, oh. Oh, right. Oh. So anywhere in our body, mind, spirit, and our energy field in our lives where we are not congruent with having lots of money, being safe and joyful with lots of money. Oh. So with some of you, I hear you can have lots of money, but you bought into the thought that money isn't everything, money isn't going to make me happy. Well, it's not about money. You can make yourself happy whether you're rich or poor. What if you can be happy with money, since how you choose to feel is up to you? Money doesn't make you happy or not happy. And just because some people go around saying money can't make you happy, actually, money can take away all the stress we deal with, right? When you are without all that stress, when you're no longer living in struggle, when you're no longer living in survival mode, it really frees you to feel peace. It frees you to enjoy more of life. So what do we have to free up in our energy field to feel this sense of freeing, no matter what amount we have? Oh, oh. And your immediate money situation doesn't define you, right? The immediate money situation you're in doesn't define you. It's not about who you are. It's just about some of the choices you made in the past, some of the things you had to go through in the past. What you had to go through doesn't make you or unmake you. We're here to experience lots of different things in life, and they were all good to experience. So everything you experience in life so far can be enriching, can be a source of enrichment for you. All the struggles can be a sense of enrichment. So nothing you experience is wrong or bad. And your journey with money, no matter how it unfolds, none of it was bad. None of it is a bad reflection of you or who you are. It's just you, the being, having many different experiences in life. So now let's see what it's like to bring in the energy of abundance and prosperity and having total ease in your life. And expand your reality to include totally enjoying your life, carefree. Money isn't an issue. You're totally carefree. Oh. So let's bring in more of the energy of wealth, prosperity, abundance. Oh. And just take a moment to check back just energetically that number that you started off with. Is that number getting better and better and better? And what would it take for that number to just be adding more zeros to the end? Oh. Whatever number you have, like if you start with $20, let's make it 200. Let's make it 2,000. Oh. Now let's make it 20,000. Let's make it 200,000. Oh. So we're just adding more zeros. Oh. And any and all resistance to adding those extra zeros to the end of your balance, all those resistance, release, 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 release. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. So we went from 20,000, add a zero to 200, add another zero, 2,000, add another zero, 20,000, another zero, 200,000. And now let's do another zero, so it's 2 million. Oh. Oh. And auto resistance to adding that zero. Let's release that now. Oh. Oh. Great, because I think this is feeling really, really good. Oh. Yeah, adding in, adding in all those zeros is beginning to feel like shifting things for you. We're just gonna play with it on a quantum level, playing with money and wealth on a quantum level, right? Oh. Yeah, adding more zeros. That's right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh. So what would it take for your body, your energy, your bank account to be able to keep on being able to add more zeros to that balance. Yeah. So see what shifts for you in the next days and weeks to come and see how all this works out for you. And yeah, and don't worry about how, but receive any messages, any inspiration that allows you to create more. So whatever those messages are for you, receive that for how to create more for you. And take chances on whatever you feel like taking chances on. Yeah, so bottom line, you want your bank account to have more zeros. On the left side of the period. Yeah. And allow our energies to become more and more joyful with that receiving, and more expansive, and more able to receive even more than this. If all this did was to add just 1 0 to the end, that's a multiple of 10. If you have $2 and now you have 20, that's pretty nice. If you have 20 and now you have 200, that's really nice. If you have 200 and now you have 2,000, that's really nice. If you have 2,000 and now it's 20,000, that's really nice. And if you have 20,000 to begin with, now it's 200,000, how nice. And if you have 200,000 to begin with, now it's 2 million, really, really nice. And you have 2 million, now it's 20 million, really, really nice. Yeah. Oh, nice job, everybody. It's wonderful. So let's bless all this for love and light. And I hope this creates more and more and more for you in your life all the time. Okay. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you next week. Bye bye.